Trump turns the White House into a stage of international outrage, and world leaders fall into distrust. What was once the diplomatic heart of the planet is now a television set charged with tension, provocation, and risk, where every word can become a public sentence. Donald Trump's second term has transformed the Oval Office into an unprecedented political spectacle, where presidents, prime ministers, and historic allies are received not with respect, but with coldness, sarcasm, and veiled warnings in front of the cameras. This, as happened with Volodymyr Zelensky, president of Ukraine, who was interrupted and reprimanded on live television for not being thankful enough for American support, while his vice president J.D. Vance silently watched the awkward moment. This, far from being an isolated incident, has unleashed fear in embassies around the world, from abrupt accusations against South Africa to public pressure on Israel to accept ceasefires. Meetings with Trump have become true tests of diplomatic survival, where any contradiction can cost a treaty, an alliance, or the prestige of an entire nation. And the fact is that Trump is no longer the apprentice of 2017. He is a leader without filters, without fear of criticism, willing to exhibit his power in the style of a modern emperor, imposing conditions with arrogance and transforming protocol into pure spectacle. What was previously negotiated behind the scenes is now shouted in front of the cameras, and advisors no longer prepare speeches, but rather strategies of emotional containment to avoid a public confrontation that could be used against them on millions of screens. The most veteran diplomats have said it clearly. Whoever does not flatter Trump runs the risk of being ignored or affronted, because in this new era, diplomacy is played by different rules, and it is not the most prepared who wins, but the one who knows how to act in front of the camera. That is why many leaders have begun to treat him like an unpredictable monarch, with submission, patience, and fear, because what was once a state meeting today can become an irreversible media trap. A new order in which power is not exercised through agreements, but through show, psychological pressure, and phrases designed to make the conflict go viral.